Well. Hello, my Vanguardian friends. How's it going? I've been on live chat in about 8 or 9 days. What a greater time than now. Better now than never. Well, it's Friday evening. It's raining down here in Florida. And I think it's a great time to get out here in the rain and let the dogs do a little biting. Well, we're on the bite series, and it's all about real life protection. And I stress it all the time that real life protection has nothing whatsoever to do with sports dog training. Now, the reason I'm doing this live chat today is because I had a question was asked to me, said, young guy say, right, you're supposed to crack the whip and you're supposed to hold the sleeve and blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at this. I'm saying to myself, sometimes you have to let people believe what they want to believe. I'm not one of those guys that train with sports dogs groups, affiliated with any sports dog group. I'm not affiliated with any group whatsoever or clique when it comes to training dogs. It's just me and the dog. And I got my team of people that's in my family that does the same thing I do, but they're not out here in the mainstream. They're not interested in that. They just want to train their dogs and help me train my dog to make them great. And that's what dog training is all about. A group of people that's trying to make the dog great. And I pretty much stay in my own lane when it comes to training. So when I talk about dog training, I'm basically talking about the methods that I use. When I say stay in my own lane, I don't care what Jack Johnson is doing over there with his club. I don't care what Tom Brady told you to do. If you want to learn how I do it like I do it if you want to get the result. If you're asking me about my method, but there is no words that I can express when I tell you guys this one thing I'm going to say today. Let me speak to my people that I got over here. Aubrey Hill, how you doing? And Isaac, how you doing, my friend? So let's get straight to the point. and I'm just going to be clear with you. The most important thing to remember about training dogs, period, is I ain't pay for nobody dog on here, so y'all can train y'all dog however you want to train it. None of you guys are paying for my dog food or my medicine, housing the dog. Can't tell me how to train my dog. I ain't asked for no input. So if you train your dog, you train your dog the way you want to. Nobody tell you how to train your dog. But let's be real. If you're not in a sports group and you're trying to train real life training because you really want your dog to protect your wife, your daughter, your son, your house, your property, your person, you want a dog that's going to hurt somebody. Stop them before they kill you, bring harm to you, assault you, assault your family. Whatever kind of assault there is as horrific as sexual assault. Man, you don't want nobody to tie you up, man. I'd have been shot in the face and the head. I'd have been robbed 15, 20 times down here in Florida growing up in my lifetime. And I bucked just about every last one of them, but said two of them I ain't get away from. But a real dog is what you're trying to make. You're not trying to condition a dog to bite an arm sleeve. I'm not saying that don't work. What I'm telling you is a killer that is not conditioned to see an arm sleeve and you cracking the whip and the guy rubbing the ball on the head and kissing him in the face. He's supposed to be the bad guy. You mean to tell me if I get in a fight with Isaac right now He gonna kiss me in the mouth while we choked up on each other? No, he gonna bite me across the ear like Mike Tyson. Queen of Hearts, what's going on? So whenever you talk about a real live hard dog, I'm telling you what's happening here, because you got to look at it on the realistic level. When you see those dogs looking all, not the word famous, but looking all fantastic, man, those dogs are well-conditioned sports dogs. When you see them guys picking them up on a table and rubbing them and doing all that, all of these supposed to be big-time sports groups, I'll get online. I see it sometime on Facebook. I keep rolling. I'm not interested in the bloodline. I'm not interested in the dog. I'm not interested in what they're doing. I got my own thing that I'm doing. And if they have success, then good. But those dogs are well-conditioned sports dogs. They're dogs that are biting the sleeve. Then they have to do a lot of training and put pain to the dog, inflict pain. That's abuse. You know, you got to put a little abuse. Some dogs, you have to put a lot of abuse on them. You have a high-drive dog, you've been teaching them to bite a sleeve for 2 years or a year, and now you want to put the sleeve to the side, put your hand, then you reach over there and grab the sleeve. What are you putting in his brain? If he bark at you, then he's going to get over there and get the sleeve to bite the sleeve. Then why you think those dogs hold on to those sleeves and they're pushing in deep and they're digging in and got and all that, and then man, those dogs ain't gonna heal. Them dogs ain't really out there gonna bite nobody with the right pressure. You know, the older they get, after you done had them for a long time, and then you done taught them to bite without a sleeve and all that other stuff. But now you got to teach them to bite without a sleeve. Taught them to bite with a sleeve, and now you got to teach them to bite without the sleeve. See, that's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. Did you know that was a waste of time? Because there's better methods than that. Let me tell you what happened. Those are sports dog trainers. And those people that you see doing it nowadays in this age, in this millennium of 2009 to 2018, what they're doing they are people who kind of watched other people train dogs online and they got a little success with it. They bought some pretty good dogs from people that had certain genetics, good genetics to do certain things. They watched a lot of people online and mimic what they did. They don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. And then so they're actually half-ass sports dog group guys. You know, it's a bunch of guys got a dog tied up on the fence, a bunch of them hanging out there meeting up. It's a bunch of sports type thing, but then they want to say it's real life protection. No, it's not. No, it's not. Still sports. You conditioning your dog. Yeah, you getting them, you know, one dog teach another, they hear him bark and they all bark, but you condition the dog to bite a suit, not the man. You don't have to do that. So what I want to tell you here today is, if all of us together were a tribe and we had a child and this was the baby, and I passed the baby to Aubrey, and then Kennel MD had the baby in his arms, and then Queen of Hearts picked the baby up, and if all of us say, "You want your bottle?" the baby grows up and say, "Oh, you want your bottle? I want my bottle." But if we give the baby to Isaac and Shannon say, "Gaga goo goo ba 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 ba," the baby grows up talking about "Gaga boo boo ba 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 ba." So now we got to reprogram the baby from saying "Gaga boo boo ba 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 ba" to saying what we were saying. You want your bottle or "Gaga goo goo." It's the same thing when you see with a culture of people. I'm gonna say, you take my culture of people. My culture of people, you know, we're in the hip hop and somewhat, you know, in each urban neighborhood, you hear ebonics. Like with myself, my words get jumbled up sometimes when I'm trying to speak proper etiquette to you guys and sound as professional as I can. And then sometimes the hood stuff come out. And the hood stuff is kind of like the ebonics that I've been around for so long. And so I'm reprogramming myself over time to not use specific words or grammar, but it's hard because that has been instilled in my psychic. So it's the same thing with the dog. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna work the rest of your life to fix the fixation of the sleeve guy. Plop, plop. Here's the sleeve. Reaching for the sleeve. You see that foolishness? But it's not real because the dog don't take it real. And you can hear the bark, and you can hear the difference in the bark, the difference in the aggressive bark. All of you guys on here have dogs. And I just want to, hey, Black Magic Canine, hey, Mike, Pizzarilla. I want all of you to think about what I'm going to say. Have you ever took one of your dogs and tied it on a chain in the backyard? Or, because I know some of you have a dog in the house. And you hear this dog bark at nighttime. And when it grow up, it start barking. You hear the difference in the bark. So now you're reading and you're understanding the difference in his bark because he's telling you when someone's there that he doesn't know or quarry, which is animals, rats, birds, cats, or a person who's coming forward and intimidating the dog and his not I'm a happy, give me, bite, sleeve, got me, bite, sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Hey, puppy, yes, buddy. Yes, buddy. That's daddy talking. So it's a difference. So imagine that nighttime barking that the aggression, the real civil aggression. Now we're talking about, I made a video, I'm talking about light pressure, no pressure. And real pressure was always taught to me back in the day with adult dogs. You don't do it till they turn about 2.5 years old. You let them grow up, become a man, and then you test them. But I'm talking about light pressure that you guys can build upon in the bite series videos that I'm creating, and I'm showing you what I'm doing to where you can make the dog bite for real, and you never need a sleeve. You just need somebody that's going to let that dog bite him. And the hard part is that I'm going to have to fix and correct. And some of you guys, because I know some of you are going to say, man, he's talking crazy, he's an idiot, is that the concept of when. When you got a low drive dog and a dog that don't come from working genetics and dogs that have had the format dogs will say dogs that have done the work and achieved such accomplishments, not in the pedigree, so we don't know the genetics of the dog, then you have to let the dog win. And the dog belly wants to bite the sleeve and they drop it and let him, take the sleeve and go off. You don't have to, they believe that, the dog should always win, the dog should always win. Winning is just the guy going away. He can bite and don't win. The police don't always let him win, they let him bite. That's win. But there's some where you guys going to ask me, well, how do you build the grips in the drive? Well, listen, a dog already know how to kill another dog, and they'll kill a cat. They don't need you to teach them how to grip and rebite and do all of that. You think you need to condition a dog to do these things? Let me tell you something. You let Queen of Hearts have a baby right now, all us stand in one room and let her have a baby. She know how to have that baby without our help. You take 2 people and drop them in the woods with no knowledge, 3 men, 3 women, and I bet you they'll have a baby. You can take 2 dogs and leave the son in the backyard with his mom, and eventually he's going to breed to her, and they're going to have puppies. And when she get rid of puppies, you don't have to go outside and take those puppies and put them in no pen and go and get all this heat pad from Walmart and all that other stuff. She going to dig a hole up in the house somewhere, and she going to have them. She going to have them babies, and they going to come out 8 or 9 weeks later. Am I getting anywhere with you guys? You don't have to teach a dog all this stuff you think you teaching. Got to teach a dog. God made each one of us perfect. I sound crazy. He already made us who we are. We just foolish thinking it, overthinking it, doing too much. You can build, if you want to just see your dog grips and do it just a little bit, you can get the little tug toys, like little tug toys I make that you see I have, you pull out, you can do focus drive and grip with your little dog and build little grips that way. And you ain't really being no person, no protection guy. You're not being the bad guy. You just teaching him to sit and he come up and bite and you playing tug up, then he bite, rebite. Oh, good boy. You can build grips that way. You don't necessarily have to pull a sleeve out every day. Let these guys bite him and you hold him tight and then he pull him in or whatever. That's bullshit. It's bull. It's bull. You don't have to do that. Not one time have you seen me do that with Eli. Not one time have you seen me do that with other dogs. You see me do that with dogs from Duco lines and those other lines that I had, like my last Kuros, Manny, and a lot with Luke Kane them and other dogs from other bloodlines because I had to. They wasn't from my bloodline. My bloodline don't do that. Those dogs I had to come up with other tricks because I don't know that bloodline well. And those guys believe that you should wait 3 and 4 years. And like some German Shepherds, you have to wait for a year and a half. I ain't with that. So I had to find creative ways to get the dog to do certain things and get the association to make sure the dog understood it because the dog was great in one way over my line, but not as so great in the others. So what I'm telling you is you can, when the dog neglects that at nighttime, all you have to do is be in the backyard. Once you start training your dog obedience, doing obedience training, you're teaching the dog to sit. Once you get that, you can teach him to stand. You can teach him you're down. You teach the dog to come and you wait, whatever you teach the dog, and you get an association of you saying, yes, good boy, yes, or whatever you're saying. See my that. So once you get a dog association of that, when it barks, you have your friend come and you say, don't go in my backyard. I just want you to make noise or start on the fence and then leave. Now that's winning. It barked and the person left. And you immediately come out, click, 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 throw your trigger word on it, whatever you did. Now, you don't have to do this a long time, just 2 or 3 times, and you just stay consistent every day. Or once in the morning and at noon in the evening. But every night to get that defensive bark, you put that trigger word on it. Because you want your dog to be at that level when you do protection. You don't want him at the spin around play game. Because then you have to put pain to it a little bit later. And you have to be catching it. So if you catch the dog right when he's in that defensive, good boy. See, you can shape that, build that, and then control that later so that he's don't, launch out at different people when you start going on walks and stuff. But when in the middle of that training, you want to go on nature trail walks and go places where you don't have a lot of people that can bring harm to him, or you have to, you're saying the wrong thing to abolish what he's doing, and he thinks that's what you want from him. Until you get him to really doing it, then you start taking him out to people and you tell him, wait, no, start putting a trigger word like bueno in Spanish, or good person, or what a bad, good man, or, whatever word you want to use, excuse me, your special word you want to use to say, don't bite people yet, not now. And then when you start doing the bite work, and then he knows that, okay, then he'll start associating, okay, you say this, I don't do that. That's the on and off switch. And when he say this, I do that. See, the on and off, don't do that, because bueno. Oh, rub him on the back. Keep walking. They ain't got to necessarily pet him, keep walking. Just keep going the other way. Bueno, keep going the other way. So he knows it's an avoidance. You going avoidance. He don't need to do stare down and get them because you already got this. You don't assess the problem. He doesn't need to bite them. You know what I'm saying? And so you go the other way. Bueno, fall again. you know. But then when the Batman, then you have somebody set up when you're on the walk. Then you say the word. Watch you. Look how you look. You look crazy. I didn't mean to say that in front of him, but that's when I said it like that. Hey, whoa. Because it's real. So that's how you're going to get that. So the thing is, the most important is to have the dogs for the correct genetics to do certain things. But any common dog, I can make do that. Now, none of you guys I don't know what level of dog, what level any of you guys are on when it comes to dog training, but not just dog training, reading dogs. Now, I'm not saying you can make it. Now, listen, all of y'all can probably make a dog sit, down, come. But I'm saying different dogs, animal behavior, watching how they act when they mouth open, when they yawn, when their hair stand up on their back, when the tail is erect, when it's wagging, when it's down low, up here, when his hackles showing, when they pull back, when his ears are erect, when his ears are back. All of that means something. And that's what you're reading when you're telling the dog to do stuff. I'm not reading if he goes in a sit position or down position. I'm looking at this in that tail, his body posture. That lets me know if he's getting it. That lets me know how he feels. And so when you're reading dogs and training dogs, it's two different things. You know, you play with enough dogs, you begin to read them and you get to understand them. Just like some of you guys, you begin to read dogs, you begin to understand what it means. But my whole point of this video is when you see those, when you start mimicking what these other guys are doing online, those guys are guys trying to be in protection sports, Mondo ring, French ring. They mimicking what they see in the K and PV and trying to say K and PV USA, whatever they saying. I don't care what they doing. That's their business. That's good for them. Happy for them. Look nice. No, don't want no puppy off the dog. Not trying to breed to your dog. Not trying to get in a confrontation with you and your dog. Don't care how well trained he is or how well he's not trained. Don't care who you train with, what you train with, what kind of dog you got, what you doing next year with your dog. Only thing I care about is how to make my dog better, or how to make whoever I'm trying to help dogs better and get it to that level. And if you guys block the world and stay focused on your dog and what you're doing and don't mimic what other people are doing, because you got to know why they doing that. You got to know why you training your dog that. Now, you saying you want your dog to be a man stopper. You telling me you want your dog to hurt, to protect you for real. You don't want this guy to come up on while you and your girl in the bushes 2 miles in the woods with no cell phone, come out of the bushes. Looking like that. Man, I'm telling you, I be in the woods and boy, some people come out of the woods on the trails. I don't know if the dog know it, but I'd be a little scared. I'd be like, God. I mean, I'm serious, man. You be about 4 miles in the woods and a little Caucasian girl will come out of the bushes off one of them little trails right in front of you. Oh, hey, how you doing? And I'll be like, what the fuck? Where you coming from? What you doing out here? What's going on? You finna kill me? The old man come out with be like, old man come out, they got a cane on. Looking at all at the flowers and stuff. I'd be like, man, that scares me. I'm scared of everybody. Everybody. Like they say in mid with everybody. And I want my dog to be bad. So, because if I gotta run, I want the dog to do something. I don't want no dog looking for no sleeve, waiting for the old man to pull his sleeve out. Don't you know? The people keep knives. I don't want to be cut up, put in a box like Jeffrey Dahmer did. I want that dog to kill when he sees something or want to kill, and I gotta tell him no. Follow me. So don't do that stuff that you see them doing online. That's too much work. They trying to get points. They trying to look good because they trying to outdo such and such. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this, and it might sound crazy. Like I'm gonna throw a name out there, and I gotta just say this. These guys get in dogs. They want to be recognized. They want to be heroes. They want to be stars. So they'll pick and choose somebody that they want to be as good as, which is nothing wrong with that, because they're like the heroes. but then they'll watch what Hans Peg doing over in Europe, and they want to try to say, oh, his dog is this, to try to stir up a little something, because most of these people in dogs are shit starters. That's why you see me always by myself, don't hang with nobody. They always trying to find secrets and stuff about your dog or whatever. I learned that from a kid, and that's why I stay out of it. So they'll watch these guys like that, and they want to try to mimic what he's doing, but they don't know why he doing it and how he got to the end result. And sometimes they get to that way. And so they mimic that when they see these guys. See them guys trying to get points because the dog got a bite in a certain spot because they got judges watching. They got a bite right there. Or insisting the dog got to run up, and the guy, he swing this way, and the dog, then he run 3 steps, act like he hit him across the back, and then he stop. And the dog let loose, and he come and he throw his arm up, and he hit his arm. He can't not miss the arm and hit him right here. See, a killer do that. A killer ain't looking at no sleeve. A killer trying to kill you. Killer ain't gonna bite you. Killer gonna bite you anywhere. You 2 dogs fighting. He gonna go everywhere. You ain't gotta teach him to transition arm to arm. If you stop all this letting people pet your dog, rubbing it across the head, you touch a killer like that when he on your arm, he go. See what I'm saying? Killer, that's spooky. Killer, he never had nobody doing that. But when you condition a dog for people to pet them and doing all that, there be dogs I'm trying to sell the guys who saying they want a sports dog. You gotta ask me why I'm doing that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And quit watching people online and all of these guys with egos. Most men walk around with dogs for egos, trying to be the big guy. That's like having a sports car with a big engine in it, Hemi or whatever they call it, 8V8, dual twin cams, bored out, Holly or whatever, elder block barrel, and to a woman, she like, I just want a damn designer purse. I don't want all of that in the car. You know what I mean? So I'm about to end up with my 30-minute session with my session with you guys, and I want to go to read some of this stuff over here and see, can I answer a few questions here? Audrey said, I'm always supporting the new wave kennels, MD working pit bulls. I started in pit bulls, and I know that they gain scratch back. Leaming Day one with you online and HCK9MD. Okay, I don't know what that means. What's up, my man? Be blessed. Hope you have an awesome weekend. You too, my friend Isaac. You have an awesome weekend. I caught you. I really like the puppy you are working with. Thank you so much. I try to give you a call tonight. Call me. What you waiting for? I like talking as long as you don't be telling me about no Bam Bam down south and his dog. I don't want to hear about no Bam Bam. What about you? Talk about you. If y'all want to be a Vanguardian, I want to know you. I don't want to know about Bam Bam now. What about you? And you and your dog. And we so far away, All of us who love dogs and like what you see here, and I like what y'all doing. God put us so far away from each other. And, that's because together we're a powerful force. It's dangerous when we get together and share what we've learned with different animals that you can make them do or I can make them do. And it's just sad we're so far apart. All up from here in MD. Aubrey Hill. Now, I wonder, is Aubrey a female or a male? Aubrey. I never heard that one. Like, Aubrey. And the Queen of Hearts is always in here going down, down, down. With the Queen of Hearts. Queen, you ain't want to train them dogs yet? You better put one of them online. Let me see. I'm about to go to your channel. I stumbled upon you about a couple years back. I said, look at this girl. What's she doing with these dogs? Shannon Francis, I love your videos, and your videos help me train my German Shepherd. I'm a German Shepherd man at heart. Then they wouldn't do what I want them to do in America, because all these people around here breeding looks. Oh, he has a big black head. I'm gonna breed him to John's dog down here. John's got a white one. You finna breed the white German Shepherd? Do it work? It hurt anybody yet? So when I got faced with that, I bought about 13 German Shepherds, and they still couldn't equal up to my first Malinois, Nico. And so I ain't never go back, but I love them. By the time you train them 5.5, 6 years old, they start going downhill and having all them hip problems. But I love them. God, I wish I could have a German Shepherd, but I can't live with that. And I love Dobermans, and I love Rottweilers. You know, I'm from the hood, so I might say Rottweiler. I want a Rottweiler. Can you give me a Rottweiler or a Rottweiler? With this Rottweiler. You know, look in the country over there. You know, I love them dogs. I had them mahogany ones with that German look and that little bit of American in them. I used to make them run people when I was in the 10th, 11th grade. You ain't want to come talking about beat me up. Boy, I had a Rottweiler, a Doberman, and a German Shepherd, all three of them. And I come down the street and I have them over the side. I had on my church shoes, my Stacey Adams, my briefcase, and you thought I'm going to beat up the church boy? Boy, the church boy going to come back with that dog. That German Shepherd, Mad Max. Isaac, I hope, but I'd rather get kiss, not bite. Yeah, well, you don't want to be rubbing nobody dog, and you playing bad man. Each one of y'all need to get a teammate. And your team, each one, if you get a dog, you breeding dogs, you go find the most passionate individual who's trying to get a dog. Give him a dog from the litter, and you have a dog, he have a dog. Now, he's the bad guy for your dog, and you're the bad guy for his dog. Y'all train y'all dog together. You do the same thing. Y'all do the same thing to each other dogs, so nobody feel no kind of way. You know, and that's how you get there, where you want to go. Queen, what I think about Dark Dynasty K9. Who you asking that to? I hope you ain't asking me that. I don't know nothing about nobody kennel. I don't watch nobody else. I know you ain't asking me that. Y'all must be talking to somebody on there. How do I get to bite without sleeve, without entry? Wait a minute. Whoa. You ain't watching my videos? I'm going to the crack house. I go down there to the crack house. I ain't getting nothing to smoke myself. I'm just renting the crackhead inside the crack house. You ain't watching my videos. I go to the crack house. Yes, Ulysses goes to the crack house. Y'all know some of y'all gonna chop that piece and put it online. He go to the crack house. But I go down there and I reach in my pocket, whatever I got. I don't pull out I don't give them the whole thing now. You got to give them a little bit because, you know, they'll go inside the crack house like they need to go put some shoes on and go out the front door and you'll never see them again. But I do that. And the other thing is my little buddy and my son, I put a dog on a harness and when I'm doing bite work, not a collar. And I lead the dog out. When he running, I'm leading the dog out. If you watch, I'm always getting clean bites. I take the dog right to the pants leg, right at the pants leg. Plus, I make protection gear. I got a few people on here is purchased from me. I don't think you guys know it because I ain't really marketing it all hard and all that. I got a lot going on, but I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna show y'all. You get regular pants, and I put padding around it. I'll take one of you guys' pants and I go 3 sizes up, and I 2 sizes, and I put padding around that, and then I go another size up, beyond the 2 sizes jogging pants, and then I sew all that together, and then that's how I let the dog get to bite when they're a little puppy. And then after the dog bite when it's a little puppy, you done enough teasing. Trust me, you done enough teasing. You ain't gotta do that no more because the fight only happened a quick second. Me, you. Well, I should be politically correct. You know, gotta retrain my mind. Well, Aubrey, Queen of Hearts and I, we were out at the park, and we were all standing there, and this young gentleman, he pushed her down. So I asked him, sir, that is not a nice way to treat a young lady. And he slapped me. And I reflexed on him. It had. So you ain't got to be trying to be practicing no dog fight. That stuff happened real quick. It ain't rehearsed. And if you play with your dog and tease him enough all the time at the fence, and then you buy you some of that underarm garment and put it under, get a big old jacket you don't like. You got to buy some clothes, stuff, and let them get them silver bites. That's all you need to do once or twice every now and then. All that extra everyday sparring stuff, you don't need to do it. Now, if you want to spar, and see, you're trying to move too fast. What's wrong with y'all, man? God dang. You're moving too fast. Listen, let's get the basics right first. That's what we're doing here. And I'm going to just go ahead and say this. The ending result, I'm going to show y'all how you really use a bite suit with the ending result. But you don't use a bite suit to play games with all the day and prey drive. And I'm going to show y'all that. We talking too much. I'm in 36 minutes over. I didn't even get to see what Black Magic was talking about and Banjo for Life and all these other people came on here. I can teach. How much does it cost? Man, y'all. I'm Master Von. I done changed my name. I got to say this before I go. Thank y'all. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm sorry I didn't come the last couple of days. Let me turn my head up like Spike Lee. Let me turn my head up like Spike Lee. This for my... Dang, I can't do this like Spike Lee. No, I'm Master Von the Muff. But my name ain't Master Von the Muff no more. My name is Grandmaster Von the Muff of VanguardK9.com, the world's greatest puppy imprinter with some of the world's greatest working puppies and all of the world's greatest working friends. Until the next time.